Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're enjoying the warm weather, which is so unusual for November. So let's definitely enjoy it while it lasts. And also all of this election excitement, right? Definitely a nail biter. And regardless of what your personal political affiliations are, it's an historic election, right? So record voter turnout and all during a global pandemic. So history in the making, which is exciting and sometimes perhaps is making it difficult to concentrate on anything else. But we're going to fight that and we're going to focus in on our world here, basic composition, right? And so the activities we're doing today, they're going to help us look forward and prepare for our next reading quiz and also the rough draft of paper 3. And so we're going to check in with our weekly checklists and then we'll get started. Okay, so here we are on Friday of week 10. And today we're going to do a series of activities reviewing the last couple of reading quizzes that we've taken on Varger and Ehrenreich. And that will set us up for starting to brainstorm some connections between Varger and Ehrenreich. So we'll do a discussion board post for that. And then that will help us as we move into week 11, Monday the 9th, prepare for the synthesis quiz, which is going to focus on Varger and Ehrenreich, making connections between them. And so let's take a quick look at the checklist for week 11, which is now available. Okay, so again, a reading quiz on Monday and rough draft of essay 3 due by 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And then once those drafts are in, I'll set us up in peer review groups, and those will be due by the end of the day as usual. And then on Friday, we'll discuss that synthesis quiz and do a workshop helping us think about how we can go in and revise essay 3 so that it's as strong as possible. Since essays 3 and 4, as we've been talking about, are going to, in most cases, constitute the essay portion of your overall grade. So we want to get those as strong as possible. Okay, so if we come back out, so once you have access to this video set up through PlayPosit, you'll also have a link to these slides, and you'll be working in groups then to complete some of the slides. And so we'll go over the instructions now. So each group has been assigned 2 quiz questions and sample responses, one from both reading quizzes 7 and 8. Scroll through the slides to locate the group to which you have been assigned. Great, and so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the question that we've been assigned from quiz 7 on Varger. Read both the question and the sample response carefully, then working with your group members, type some notes evaluating what is working well in the sample quiz response and what could be improved. And keep in mind that the sample responses I've included are among the strongest that I've read. And so overall, they represent accurate, for the most part, answers to the quiz questions. However, at the same time, no response is perfect, especially under the time constraints imposed by a quiz. And so therefore you want to do your best to think of specific ways that the response could be improved. And then second, once you've finished working with quiz 7, the particular question and response you've been assigned from quiz 7, then you're going to scroll down further into the slides and you're going to find the question or response that your group has been assigned from quiz 8. Okay, and you're going to repeat the process at that point. Okay, and then you're going to complete the self-reflection activity that's on the final slide, and you'll type your responses into PlayPosit itself. So you're going to reflect then on, what you can take away from this activity to help improve your quiz scores. So again, in basic composition, quiz scores constitute 60% of your overall grade. And so we're more than halfway through at this point. And so just like we want to kind of step up the game here with our essays, we want to do the same for quizzes. So making sure that, we are getting as high of a quiz score as possible to kind of boost our grade. Okay, and then lastly, you're going to complete a follow-up activity. So that will be a discussion board activity, and you're going to be posting uh, in response to questions that ask you to start thinking about connections between the two texts. And then you'll respond to other posts, and that will get us in good shape heading into the reading quiz then on Monday. And so this time around, you'll notice from our checklist, we are switching the rough draft of the essay and the synthesis quiz. So this time we're doing the synthesis quiz first, and then we'll do the essay. And so just a note here, so it definitely, it's a challenge through this asynchronous mode um, to perform group work where we're able to kind of interact with one another since we're not in the same space at the same time. But in these slides themselves, what you can do to communicate with your group members is you can use, if I come out here, there we go. So this space here, so beneath the slides, so click to add speaker notes. So you guys can take notes and talk to each other there. And you can also do comments. So you can click this, or you can also come in here, insert, comment, and that will insert a comment there, right? So here, insert, comment, and you can type that way. Okay, so our goals then today. So we're working to arrive at a full understanding of Varger's and Ehrenreich's arguments by examining successful responses to the quiz questions. And we're going to continue developing effective strategies for composing successful quiz responses, as well as successful body paragraphs, right? Those strategies are the same. As we identify how well the sample responses perform our answer, support, explain method, right? So that 3-step general method that we're using for quiz responses, which basically translates to our ICE method, right? From our body paragraph template. Okay, and we're going to identify some common steps we can perform in order to develop effective close readings. And so some of our quiz questions have been breaking down those steps for us. And so what we want to do is identify those and take those with us as we move to later quizzes, also to our drafts of the essays, and further into XPOS and our future classes at Rutgers. Right? We're also going to reflect on what we might take away from these sample responses in our evaluations of them to help improve our own performance on future quizzes. Again, get those scores up as high as possible. And we're going to begin to form connections between Varger and Ehrenreich. And so all of this in preparation for, again, the reading quiz on Monday, covering both Varger and Ehrenreich, and the rough draft of Essay 3, which will be due on Wednesday.